Back on Blitz as it's time for our weekly phone call. This time we're joined by Jackie Hughes, head cross country coach at Union County. Jackie, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now the season's in full swing, and it seems like your girls, especially, are after coming off a recent first place finish at Murphy, North Carolina. They seem to be on a bit of a roll, wouldn't you say?
Yes, my girls' team has done extremely well so far this year, and they've come in first in a couple meets and then placed very high in a couple of the big meets down in Hall County. So, yeah, I would say they're on a roll right now.
Now let's focus on the girls for just a moment. A much-deserved number 6 ranking in the state and 2A cross country. But what does attention like that do for your team, or do they even care about the rankings?
Yeah, they care. We've talked about it a little bit, and we've noticed that Jefferson, who is also in our region, is ranked 4th. We're running extremely well, and that 6th place ranking comes kind of out of nowhere from last year, and so it's exciting, but it puts a little pressure on them too. So
I understand you have some talented runners on both sides, but talk about the group you have on both sides this year and how they've met or exceeded your expectations.
I knew coming into the season that I was going to get several very talented freshman runners. I wasn't quite sure how they would make the adjustment from the 2 miles up to the 3, but they have definitely not had any trouble with that at all. Emma Garrison has exceeded expectations that I had for her. She's running extremely well. And then I've got Ansley Garrison, Rachel Bester, Stephanie Bussey, Alyssa Arnold. They have all come in my top 7. And then I've got Rachel Todd, who's a sophomore that's running for the first time this year, and kind of anchored by a senior that I have, Kenna Ballman. With the boys, we are led by senior Jeremy Webb, who individually qualified for the state last year. And he is running extremely well this year. He has a goal in mind of getting back to state. He wants to break Chris Jones's record for the school. So he is running with a purpose. And then I've got a group of very talented sophomores and juniors, and their times are coming down week by week as well. And I've had a whole bunch of them crack into the teens in the last couple races, and our goal now is to get them into that group of 5 or 6 of them into the 18s by the time we go to region, and so that's what they're working toward.
Last question for you, and then we'll let you go. Is this the right time for your runners to be at their peak, or do you feel like there's still a little bit of room to improve before the season's over?
No, I don't want them to peak yet. I'd like for them to wait until about the last week or so of October, and then our region meet is the 1st of November, the Thursday, November 1st. So I would rather them peak right about that time. I want them to still have their legs under them and be ready to run some of their fastest times at that time.
Well, Jackie, thank you again for your time today on Blitz. We always appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the way.
Well, thank you very much.
On the other side of the break, we'll be back in the studio for a ton of football highlights and our player of the week.